What is up and what's good? What's cracking, people? It's your boy Gates McCoy coming at you with a Sega Genesis classic in my mind. This is World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. This would be an early 1992-93 release, roughly somewhere around about there. And this game, as everybody knows, Disney platformers are just awesome to fucking play. They have great overall playability, and they had a bigger budget to do. Yeah, see, 1992. See, my guess wasn't that far off. And yeah, let's get into it. As I was saying, this is a Disney game. Most Disney games kick ass. And yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Go backwards. Sure. Player. Let's see, we got password, control, and sound. We'll do players. Overall, that's what I'm trying to do, is get into the game. Let me go through the buttons real quick. For a lot of you guys, if you guys aren't thinking or don't know, the Sega Genesis controller only does offer 3 buttons, so it's not rocket science. That's the run, eh? There we go. And I remember this actually takes me back to my sister, actually, when I was younger. I would not necessarily say that my sister is a video gamer, but at one point in time in her life, she was a video gamer, and this was one of the games I remember her playing a lot. So here's to you, sis. Kind of reminding me. That's weird. I keep crouching. And overall, for a old school game, it looks pretty good. It's got the stuff in the foreground to give you the 3D effect. It's got the still background to give you the depth. I mean, that's pretty cool. Exactly what the premise is, I'm not 100% sure. I do not remember offhand. There we go. Oh, Gates McCoy, he's killing it. Oh, and he misses the last one. Yeah, I tried, right? Game looks awesome, though. Hopefully the audio is good for you guys. I think the audio could be a little bit better. Let me see if I can't fix that a little bit. There we go. Just that easy. And overall, I think that's my favorite thing to say, or transition into the next thing that I'm going to say. I like to say overall. But yeah, overall, I just love Disney games for the most part. Did that send me all the way back down to the bottom, or is this another level? Oh. Not doing too shabby. I feel like I'm moving along nicely. Oh, the overall mechanics of the game are actually pretty smooth. I'm not playing on a Retron or any aftermarket system. I'm actually using the real Sega Genesis controller, the original. And the overall controls and functions are really nice and smooth. Visually, it's stunning to look at. So I have no complaints right now. If you guys are unaware, sometimes I like to rate my games from time to time. And I usually do a rating out of 5. And if I was to rate this game, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 5. I'm basing this off of pretty much all the games from the Sega Genesis. And platformers at that. And when you compare this game to a number of other games that were out at that same time, even in 1992, it's really nice. It's well done. I don't know much more about how many Disney games they put out on the Sega Genesis, collectively altogether. I do own quite a few Disney titles. I did not own this one. I was actually lucky enough to get this one with the box, original cart, and the manual for Probably like 20 bucks, or maybe even cheaper, maybe something like that. Maybe like 15, 20 bucks, something like that. And overall, to get a nice looking Disney game like this, with the cart, box, nice condition, labels, everything, with the manual, I mean, that's the bee's knees item 9 right there. Huh. Woo, woo. What the hell is this? Boss fight? End of the board? What do we got going on here? Okay. I'm just gonna go with it. So far, the progression is not too bad. I don't know if this is still the first board, or I don't know if I'm like maybe like on the second level, third level. I don't know. Oh, I can actually stand on the spider webs. See, and I remember this too. Back in the day, kind of remember the scene with the spiders here. Kind of cool how those present levels for you to walk on. That's awesome. And for a lot of hardcore retro gamers, they might not consider a Disney title a classic or one that they would go back and do a video on. But for me, after all this time has passed, considering the fact I'm a little bit older than, well, I couldn't quite say that. Considering the fact I'm older now and I was around when all this stuff was released and came out, I can appreciate a lot of the games I overlooked. And I don't think most people overlooked any Disney game, considering the fact that Disney, DuckTales, and Rescue Rangers and everything are top of the line games I have for the Nintendo. Still hold their value today. So, but for me, going back and playing these and playing games that have good control and visual aesthetics, I could pretty much appreciate a little bit more what they had to work with and what they did with it. Oh shit. I was doing so good. And yeah, it's cool to see. It's cool to go back and play these games, and for me, it connects me to my childhood, like I said, due to the age and me growing up with these. There we go. See if I can't get it done here. A little bit of concentration on my part, just to kind of make sure I'm going in the right direction. And yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with getting quiet. And I've had people comment in my comment section if these were emulators or real games that I play. And I always kind of rhetorically and smart-assly always tell them to go check out my playlists. But these are the real games. These are not emulators. This is... Oh, shit. And usually when I tell people to go to the playlist, it shows my buys and finds videos where I actually go and buy these games. So that way you kind of have a heads up of what I'm going to play or what might be up next, I guess, if you will. I don't know what it takes to hit this guy. A little bit of concentration on my part. See, that's just like kind of pointless animation if you think about it. I mean, you're wasting time doing all that, buddy. There we go. And it gets the W. There we go. Nice! Inside the chest, there is an ancient manuscript describing great magic. Whoops, god darn it. To control the carpet, hold down the jump button to fly up. If jump is not pressed, I'm not reading fast enough. Use a directional control pad to control your movement. Yes. My reading skills are not up to par. They are not fast enough. I'm kind of hitting buttons, so that kind of just, I skipped maybe something there. There we go. Forgot what the jump button was for a moment. I mean, come on, visually, 1992, I mean, this is pretty badass. Man, that's pretty freaking cool, dude. Just the sky in the background. I mean, overall, I mean, it's a side scroller, but it looks good. And who the hell doesn't like a side scroller too, along with a good platformer and shooter, the old school side scrolling shooters and everything like that? I mean, come on, man. You're not a true retro gamer if you don't, man. Oh, yeah, don't kill me. I usually like to keep my games around 10 to 15 minutes long, but I'm having some fun. We're actually making some good progress. So I'm going to keep it going. I kind of jumped off for a minute almost. Kind of tripped out. Yeah, I didn't even control that. It kind of forced me into that. Had him looking paranoid, looking back and forth. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Interesting. I have a feeling I'm going to need a low spot to duck. Can he make it out? Oh, you know what? I have a run button, come to think about it. I don't know why I did not utilize that. There we go. I forgot I had that. As I said earlier in the video, hopefully the audio and video is alright for you guys. This is just kind of the way I like to record my stuff. Apparently they don't want me staying on any one block for too long. Is that a fail? A succeed? A succeed. Alright, what was the point of that? Awesome game though. If I'm not mistaken, there's more than one World of Illusion. I think there might be 2 World of Illusions. Don't quote me on this. I don't know if that's actual and factual. I'm just kind of, now that I'm actually, oh, what are you doing? Now that I'm actually sitting here thinking about it, I kind of think that there's perhaps 2 World of Illusions. Oh, I thought I was going to get the lip of that. I thought I was being slick. I'm going to have to look into that, though. Don't quote me on that. I don't need everybody in the comments. Oh, shit. Thinking Gates McCoy's talking out of his ass. Oh, are you serious? Overall, that was Mickey Mouse. World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. I'm your boy, Gates McCoy, and this was gameplay for the Sega Genesis. Till next time, later, people.